Cherokee Radio. And without further ado,
somewhere in between reality and my dreams, you're coming down like a firefly to save me from all this madness around. Your lights light the stars in the night sky, and you say lay here, just lay here. Tomorrow'll be a better day. And you say wait here, just wait here, like the song we wait to. Somewhere in between, my feelings in my skin, I can see in the morning light. You give me all I need to stand on my feet. You are the one that makes this a paradise. And you say lay here, just lay here. Tomorrow'll be a better day. And you say wait here, just wait here, like the song we wait to. And you say lay here, just lay here. Tomorrow'll be a better day. And you say wait here, just wait here, like the song we wait to. Whoa.
nice. The song you just heard was by Adam Reach on his new EP, No Regresaras? Regresaras?
No regresarás.
No Regresaras. He's in town actually right now, playing everywhere in town while he's here. We'll talk to Adam coming up in a few minutes. But first, welcome to Live in Boquete, 103.3 FM Cherokee Radio. How you doing? My name is Scotty. I'm a full-time Boquete resident and the host of Live in Boquete, a weekly one-hour radio show all about live music happenings in Boquete, who's playing where, who they are, where they play, what their story is, e.g. their musical history, where they came from, where do they see themselves in the future. I'm hoping to hear a few maybe radio-rated road stories, maybe from our musical guests, so hang on as we pry the stories out of our guest musicians, some good, some not so good, out of our performers. It's all about music, folks, and if you have any gigs happening that I haven't mentioned, please WhatsApp me, Scott McConaughey, on Facebook, or WhatsApp me at 6586-8020. I'm here to support our music scene here, and I'm here to give your local gig a shout-out or two. I do that twice a show, and you'll hear lots of it. I would like to give a shout-out of thanks to our sponsors of this show, Chris Young and Company, the fine folks at Big Daddy's, home of the Boom Boom, and Tap Out Sports Bar and Grill, where you can see and hear all live musicians, local and touring Lots of room for social distancing there. You can sit inside, under cover. You can sit outside in the sun. Whatever your choice, you can play pool. You can play ping pong. They've got something for everybody live at Tap Out right down by the river in downtown Boquete. So they've got the room at Tap Out. Anyway, that's our sponsors. Thank you, Chris and company. Just before we get to the guest meat of the sandwich, just a shout out to where you can catch all your live music in Boquete. We do this a couple times a show, and that's part of Live on Boquete. So let's get on with Music Calendar. I get all of my information from Mike Schwartz on Boquete Music Calendar. If you don't see it on the Music Calendar on Facebook, please get a hold of me. If you get a hold of me by the Thursday night before the Friday show, I will give a shout out to any musical events that I may have missed. Anyway, here we go with Music Calendar. Tonight at Mike's Global Grill, for his last performance on Boquete, folks, before he heads stateside for a while, Gary Mendoza brings his boogie woogie and blues piano style to Mike's. So if you love to boogie and you love the blues, check him out. He's there at 6 p.m. tonight. Also tonight we have no other than today's guest and his band rocking the Boquete Brewing Company at 8:30 p.m. tonight. 8:30 p.m. until 11 p.m. Get there early. I can personally testify you got to get there early to get a good seat for this, folks. Reservations are available 6815-4453. So that's Adam Reach and his band playing at 8:30 tonight at the Boquete Brewing Company. Get down there, get a seat, check him out before he heads back to Norway in the near future. Also, tomorrow, March 12th, we have Les Tribus. Is that correct? Les Tribus?
La Tribu.
La Tribu.
La Tribu.
Okay.
It's like the tribe.
Okay, perfect.
La Tribu.
Sorry, I'm still speaking like a gringo here. I've only been
That's
here
all
for a
right.
couple of years. Playing at Boquete Brewing Company tomorrow night, gracing us with their local stop on their tour en route through Costa Rica and to Mexico as they represent Panama at the famous Viva Latino Rock Festival there in Mexico. This group hails from Gunayala.
Gunayala.
Panama, thank goodness Adam's here, folks. Panama, and are well known for blending indigenous instruments with rock and roll. So that's going to be very interesting and a really good show. It's ethno-fusion at its best, so come and check them out. They're doing this live at the Boquete Brewing Company tomorrow night from 9 p.m. to 11. Reserve your good seats, once again, 6815-4453. Also tomorrow, live at Tap Out from 4 to 6, James Kent's new Gypsy Swing project will be firing up their engines with a blend of musical stylings. Gypsy Swing, I'm guessing you can dance to it. It's James's newest product, and it'll probably be right up to James's musical standard. They are called Hot Club to Boquete, so they're playing Gypsy Swing tomorrow at Tap Out from 4 to 6. Get down and check them out. Also, I myself am showing my softer side at Mesa Azul tomorrow night from 6:30 to 8:30, so I'm playing at Mesa Azul. Look for Scotty there. Sunday, March 13th at the Boquete Brewing Company brings you Vertigo, one of our local bands playing rock and roll for Sunday Fun Day. That is on from 6 to 9 p.m. Sunday evening. Also, getting on to St. Patrick's Day next Thursday. Oh, something else?
Yes.
Definitely.
We're missing two there. I actually playing today solo at the bar from 5 to 7, and then they also have the special corn dog. Just $2. That's the deal.
Perfect. And
So I'm playing.
that's where?
That is Tap Out.
Tap Out?
From 5 to 7. I'm doing a solo, very intimate show. And Sunday, I'm playing from 1 to 3 with one of my first band I ever had in Boquete. We always play that trio, congas, bass, and guitar.
Beautiful.
So it's like Latino taste in everything we play.
Excellent.
That is Sunday, 1 to 3. Tap Out.
Excellent. Once again, like I've said before, folks, Adam is everywhere, and he's playing in all sorts of configurations, all different types of feels. Sometimes he's doing solo, sometimes he's doing rock and roll, but it's all good. If this man's in the band, it's all good. So you've got a chance all weekend to come and check him out.
Yes, yes, it's gonna be a lot of fun. for sure.
Thank you, Adam. I'm so glad I brought you in today because I would have missed those gigs. So thank you very much. St. Patrick's Day, Thursday the 17th. The St. Patrick's Day Tap Out Bash starts at noon with green beer, Guinness stew, potato soup, corned beef and cabbage, and a smattering of Irish classics. From my folk rock set. I'm doing it during the day, including some modern Irish classics such as Van Morrison and U2 thrown in for good measure. So I'm doing the day shift, warming you up for Adam Reach, who's coming later.
Later?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you bet. Yeah, I understand that during the day you're playing over at Mike's Global Grill.
Yeah, during the day I'm playing with the band, and
Yeah.
Mike is like, it's more blues and stuff, and then Tapao we will hit it with.
Yeah.
I'm also solo, but we will bring something special because it's St. Patrick's, right? So we
Of
have
course.
to bring a lot of fun.
All right. So I'm warming you up in the day shift. Adam's featuring at night. So come down and check him out. If you miss him during the day at Mike's Global Grill, you can catch him at Tap Out from 7 to 9 p.m. or catch both shows to see his different sides and the different sensibilities as he helps you celebrate all things green. St. Patrick's Day is Green Day, and it's beer and good Irish food day. So also, just to mention, last but not least, don't miss out on the weekly Boquete Drum Circle at Stone Cabins from 4 to 6 p.m. That's every Wednesday. You can use your own percussion or use a house launcher. It's good upper body exercise. Somebody starts a rhythm, everybody else joins in, and the rhythm's in you, people. Just let it out. Get out there. It's a lot of fun. You don't have to be a musician. Just get down there every Wednesday and have a beer. And
Actually, now that we're talking about the
Yeah.
calendar,
yeah.
is one more event happened.
Excellent.
that I know, and I think it's in Valle Escondido, La Cantina,
Perfect.
and Addis and Dario are performing there
Wonderful.
from 6.
A great duo. I just saw them Thursday night down at the Boquete Brewing Company. They have great sound, great vocals, excellent guitar playing. And get down and see them. They're at Valle Escondido.
Valle Escondido.
Yeah.
It's a lot of options.
There is a lot of options, and that's a beautiful thing about Boquete here. There is so much talent, and a lot of it comes from your family.
Yeah, man.
so thank you for everything your family does for us today. Anyway, that's what I know to this point is what's going on live in Boquete for this week. Could we hear another song? Could we hear No Regrets? Gracias.
No regrets.
Grab my hand, let's walk away. Let your worries,
Hey, that was the song "No Regrets" from Adam Reach's new EP, No Regresera. All right, not bad for a gringo pronunciation, but anyway, so as I mentioned, Adam Reach, who's been already talking to us today, is on the show today. He is a very, very busy man promoting his new EP, which he'll be talking about over the next hour, and he's been playing all over town in various musical lineups and also solo shows at Tap Out as well. But we're fortunate to have him on the show today, very fortunate. And as a relative newcomer to Boquete, I myself am eager, as perhaps you are, the listeners, to find out more about Adam and his story, where he came from, his musical lineage, his history, his musical inspirations, his heroes, his favorite gigs, maybe his least favorite gigs, et cetera, and what events led him to reside in both Europe and, well, I guess Europe full-time, and you only visit in Boquete now as he travels on his international musical journey. Adam, welcome to Live in Boquete, and thank you for coming on our show today. Just as a footnote, as I mentioned earlier, I first saw you about 2.5 years ago when after doing the musical theater 60 shows, and I walked out and you and your band were rocking a Tap Out, and I was extremely impressed. I have waited 2.5 years to talk to you, my friend, so thank you for coming on the show today. I feel very blessed to be able to interview you here. Were you born here?
Yes, I'm from Boquete. Like, yeah, I just live here. I actually during all my education I did it from here. Never moved to the city or anything.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm basically from here.
You are from here, and now you reside in Norway.
Yes, I live in Oslo, Norway. Yes.
Wow, in Oslo.
Interesting change.
Very, very much so. Not just weather-wise, but the
Culture-wise
musical
also.
scene, which we'll get to. You come from a very musical family.
Yes. My stepfather, he was classic guitar professor from the conservatory in Panama City, and also here in David Unashi. So yeah, we get classical education. That's what we get. So me and my brothers, my sister, my whole family, we are trained in classical guitar.
Wow. Okay.
So that's where we that's where we learn music. That's
Yep.
where everything started. And later we discover all the type of music, and like it happens.
Of
like
course.
Evolution, some
Well,
sort of it, or yeah. Classical would not admit that, but yeah, it is.
That's a
some-
good
some-
foundation for
yeah, it is,
music.
it
Classical
is.
music is very disciplined. Yeah.
Yeah, discipline exactly, and of course the theory behind, and that helps a lot to know,
Yes.
where you're going, what you want to do, and knows what you're doing. Even if you work with feelings, you still know what are you doing.
Oh yes.
So it's a very very good background for sure.
How many members of your family currently play here in Boquete?
Oh well, it is my sister Adi. Yeah, she is with Dario and my band. Sometimes she jump fit other bands.
Very talented singer.
And Luis and Arya, they have the Boquete Brewing Company house band.
Right.
Yeah, so they are like, so we basically everybody is on the business, like moving,
Yeah.
trying to do the best.
So
we can.
everybody got inspired from your father and their musical
Yeah, of
musical
course,
classical
and,
background.
and friends also,
Yeah.
and then you meet during all this year. We meeting great musicians, I work as associated producer for the Boquete Blues and Jazz Festival, right?
Right.
So then you meet all these great musicians,
Oh, yeah.
Of course, you get better just with meet them. You don't even have to play with them; just to meet them, you get better. Right?
And inspired.
Exactly.
Oh,
So
yes.
people been in a road like for so long,
Yeah.
and they have seen a lot of stuff. So yeah, that helps. And then I start travel, and of course you see concerts, and yeah, you get inspired. That's
Yes.
the word.
Oh yeah, you bet. You have heroes, and that was my next question. I was going to say your influences. What when you were taking classical guitar. This is
Yeah.
probably very similar to my story. You were taking classical guitar, and then all of a sudden you saw a performer maybe not playing classical, playing something else. Who was that performer? Who first inspired you?
I think it was a song. I really like The Police.
Yes.
And remember that I was one day trying to play Every Breath You Take,
Yeah.
but in the real key.
Yeah.
And I mean, that is an arpeggio that is not easy.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, I want to play that thing, and it took me so long. And I'm like, why? I can play like Bach, and I can play some classic thing, but I cannot play this,
Can you play it right now?
Of course, I can do
Okay.
a little bit of it. But the real key is an A, right?
Right.
So,
On the A bar chord, okay. There it is. Nice.
right?
Yep.
But later on, I play it in G, so it's much easier.
Of course. And easier to sing too. A little bit lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's much easier. I don't have to do that horrible bar, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, but that's that. I'm impressed. That's great. So Sting was it Sting the force in the Police, or who inspired you?
Yeah, I really like him. I
Yeah.
think he is, he's really good musician, and
One of my favorites.
I like the way they write music, with
Yeah.
different elements.
Yes.
But then further, I listened B.B. King, and that
Yeah.
was a totally different game changer.
Yeah,
Because this guy has, a totally different thing.
the feel.
Yeah, and he was unique.
Yes.
Like the sound, his voice, the band.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's what about, but
Yeah.
one day, it's way too high, but it's nice to dream high.
Well, of course. I mean, if you look high, then chances are you'll strive and maybe achieve higher heights than you're at. So,
Yeah. But that's I would say that is the biggest hero I have.
Yeah.
Now, a couple years ago, I have the opportunity to work for the John Mayer crew, and that was also very good.
John Mayer.
John Mayer. So that
I
was
was
very
just gonna.
interesting.
He is my hero.
He is very good.
So you've worked with the John Mayer.
Yeah,
crew.
I was with the sound crew that day. We have.
Chris Duffy, if you're out there listening to this man worked with John Mayer.
So
She's
that
a
was
big fan.
So that was it was amazing. Like it was just
Wow.
perfect. Whatever they did on the stage. I mean, this guy is jamming, but still, it's not a jam. So it was so crazy. It's really good.
When I was listening to your EP a couple days ago, I actually heard, and I was just going to bring that up. I actually heard some of it sounds like John Mayer's stuff.
Elements, of course.
A
I
little bit,
like
yeah.
his music a lot. So at some point, it had to influence,
Wow.
without you even know it.
I
It's
knew we
just
were
like-
going to get along. I'm a huge John Mayer and a Sting fan myself. Okay, good. Now we know your influences. Wow, that's impressive. Guitars.
guitars.
What do you have for guitars? You probably have a lot of them back in. Norway.
Yes, I have not so many. I do have a Swedish brand. It's called Hexstrom.
I used to.
Yeah.
One of my first
Yeah.
electric guitars was
Yeah,
Hagstrom,
and I'm very in love with that guitar.
like a Swede or something.
It's
or?
a sweet, yeah,
Nice.
sweet. And I basically, half of the EP is recorded with that one.
Yep.
And I have a Gretsch Tennessee Rose American Standard also. The latest song is recorded with that one.
Yep.
Yeah, and acoustic I had a Martin.
Yep.
I
of
like
course.
Martin short scale.
Yep.
So yeah, so it's easy to work with it.
Smaller neck.
Small neck, yeah. One of the PA series. And I don't remember some long numbers. You know,
Yeah.
they don't have like a name. It's just a long number.
Yeah.
PA and then
Yeah.
huge number.
Of course.
And then I had a bass, a 5-string bass.
Yep.
And that's basically what I use. I don't use much gear. I have
Yeah.
one compressor, one tube screamer, and one delay
Yep.
from Donner. Like the cheapest you can find in the market.
But you've probably got a nice series of amps, or do you
No,
have
really.
a favorite amp you play through?
No, really. I use basically I like a Fender.
Yep.
Yeah, I can work whatever Fender is.
Yep.
I don't have like really.
Fender's nice and clean. They're,
Yeah,
they're
that's
an
all I need,
industry
clean.
standard. Yeah.
If it's clean, it's in my amp.
Yep.
So home, I live in the middle of the city, so I cannot have a big amp. So what I have is like a little Lenny.
Yeah.
They come out that you can work with Bluetooth and you make effects with your phone if you wanted to try stuff.
Really.
But that's
Yeah.
all I need. And plug.
Yeah.
Unplug, you call it. So
Yeah.
it's a plug. You connect it to your guitar, you put headphones, and that's the amp.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So you don't have to maybe get evicted for your art. You
Yeah, I don't want to mess
not
with the
tick off
neighbors.
your neighbors.
No.
Yeah. So you, and we've touched a bit on this. So you must play in Norway because you spend mostly all your time there. So what are
Yeah.
you doing in Norway?
I work in a production company, so
Mm-hmm.
doing events, and I'm titled as a stage tech.
Right.
But I mean, we do everything.
Yeah.
Whatever it have to be done, we do. It's
Yeah.
no big deal with it, and it's really nice. You can see many artists close, very close artists, and
Yeah.
and you can talk to the techs. That's very important,
Yeah.
because they have for the show like even more, maybe 60% of the show depend on actually what's happened behind stage, right?
Of course.
And then of course the musician and the magic, but that magic would happen if
Nope.
the people in the back is not in the money. or it's
Been
not.
there, done that. Been on both sides of the
Yeah.
microphone myself. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's interesting, and you learn a lot. I have to say, like, yeah, and just love to learn stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's fun.
And plus, you forge alliances with the people you work
Yeah,
with.
absolutely. And then I've been in the studio, basically, doing
Yeah.
like session.
Do you play smaller solo shows yourself over there? And how do the venues in Norway differ
It
from
is
here?
very different. Like if you compare it to Panama or America in general, I mean, it is really good. It is very organized. Let's call it that way. So it's not like a jam. Let's go jam. You
Yeah.
know, that doesn't happen so often.
Yeah.
But the rest is amazing. It's much concerts all the time.
Yep.
You know, I've been to some of the guitar or music shops. They invite great musicians and they have like a free shop.
Right.
Like a couple years ago, I went to Billy Sheehan. I don't know if you know the
Yeah,
bass
oh
player.
yes. Oh yeah.
And he have this shop in the guitar, the guitar store where I buy my string, my cables and stuff. And I went there, and I mean, I was just like in the front row. The guy is talking there,
Yeah.
telling you stories, you know, playing some bass, and I mean, in the end, you just go and hang out with him for a while, you know, like
Yeah.
super relaxed.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Yeah.
And the scene is really amazing. You can really see famous people like completely relaxed.
Yeah,
around.
exactly. See them away from the promo and the hype,
Yeah.
and just sit down and maybe even talk something other than music.
Yeah. He was like, "Hey, how is Panama?" Like,
Yeah.
I always wanted to go to something in Central South America. I'm like, yeah, you should.
I got in Los Angeles one time for a music show. I got to sit down and talk hunting with Ted Nugent. So you know,
Totally different thing. Yeah.
it's fun to see people in other venues of their life other than music,
Yeah,
just
the
to
natural
put the
stage,
humanity
yeah.
in it. What led you to reside in Norway? What brought you there?
Okay, and my wife is Swedish,
Right.
right? So, I mean, we've been together for almost 11 years now.
Right.
So I met her here in Boquete, and we met her, and I mean, we've been like that back and forth for so long, and I'm gonna give it a shot to Norway or Sweden, either way. But we decided to stay in Norway. And then, you know, Corona came, and so it's been like 2 years lost. But I mean, I gave it a shot. So it's been 3 years since I moved. It's not that long since I tried to stay in Norway and,
Right.
and work there and live and learn the culture, try to learn the language, which is so hard.
And get used to the temperature difference.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That must have been a bit of a shock the first time.
Actually, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I said to her, right, like if you have the right clothes,
Yeah.
I think you're fine.
Got to be dressed for it, and it's
Yeah.
beautiful there.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
it's clean and
Super clean, and people is like, you know, kind.
Yeah.
It's not like you're gonna find rude people around. It's very hard to do.
Yeah.
I haven't found myself
yeah,
many of them. Same as Sweden. Same,
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
as Swedish.
expensive over there.
Oh Lord, yes.
Yeah, much more
Really
expensive than
Oh
Boquete.
my God, I think it's expensive I ever been.
Yeah,
And
I
traveling.
I can imagine the gas prices now.
Yeah, I bet it's hard. Yeah.
Do you drive there?
No.
No. Yeah.
No, it's too expensive to have a car in the middle of the town.
Yeah.
Because just in parking, you know, you're
Yeah.
gonna pay a fortune just in parking.
Yeah,
And then
it's,
the
it's
rest-
also they probably have a great transportation system.
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah.
How long are you here for this time?
Yeah, I'm flying out 22 of March, so it's like a couple of weeks, or maybe 2 weeks. Stop. Around that, like 13 days, 14 days. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, hopefully everybody out there in Radio Land gets a chance to see more of Adam. We're going to come right back. I've got more questions. We're not done yet, buddy. But first, I want to hear another song. Song number 3 on En Rio en tu interior.
Un río en tu interior.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
¿Cómo decir que vuelas junto a las estrellas? mirada de furia, rompiste con esta armadura, eres lucha y libertad. Y así entraste sin saber a un espejo roto por el ayer. No puedes detener el río que corre en tu interior.
Where do you want to go with your music? Do you want to be a rock star?
No, really. I want to reach as much people as I can. Right. I wanted to show my art. I want to, give a little bit piece of me, of what I do. Like the rockstar thing, I don't really,
Yeah.
I'm over that long ago.
Yeah.
So I just want I want to have fun, and this is what I do, right? When you do something, you wanted to show it to the world, and if you can make money on that, I mean, it is amazing.
Doing what you love.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't when I record this, when I put all the money into do the EP. The last thing I was thinking, like, I want to see my money back.
Right.
Like that was the last thing. It didn't even cross my mind. I think I just was having fun and enjoying it. Every time I hear my son, I like, I kind of like it. And I get a little bit relaxed, and it's good.
You just want to spread the beauty out to the people that
Yeah.
will listen. Yeah.
And this EP in particular is all the mood of the EP is basically that relax. It's like, come on, this has been during all Corona situation.
Exactly.
We get locked. You had to like all this weird stuff going on, and you get a little bit low. So it's like sometimes people do dancing music. I'm not like really into the dancing music, so I do something mellow and relax.
Yeah. That's the stage you're at in your life. You're
Yeah.
like myself. I
Yeah.
like the softer
Relax.
listening music.
Yeah.
That's good. You touched on that. The new reality of COVID and the music industry. How has it affected live music here? Do you find, first of all?
Well, when I talked to my family, yeah, of course it was tough.
Yeah.
It was a bit very. Of course, you don't have the chance to play, right? So that's a game changer. But I think like everybody have find a way to adapt. I see.
Yeah.
Because now I came, I was like so surprised. Like I came and I get booked way too much.
Yeah.
And then I don't doing this so often. And singing is a muscle. It's a training. So I get like quite hurt. Like in the 4th day, I was completely destroyed. So I had like stay home. Just drink water, honey,
Yeah.
tea, and
Yeah.
trying to recover to do the rest of the weekend. But I see it. It's music.
It's coming
everywhere.
back, I think.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's coming back. People have missed music over these last 2 years. They missed getting together in groups, listening to artists, being able to enjoy them as a group, and the whole ambiance of seeing people like yourself up there and going, I was at that show. It was such a good time.
Yeah, yeah, and then you have that little piece of relief. Let's say it that way.
Yeah.
You don't think if you have any problem, maybe for a couple of minutes you are like
You can escape.
Yeah,
You can get
That's
away.
what it's all about in the end.
Is there a new reality because of COVID to music now in Europe as well, in Norway and around there?
Yeah, Norway is hitting back. I think they are like trying very hard to go back to, especially massive concerts. We're
Right.
talking about 70,000 people
Yeah.
in a place.
Oh yeah.
That is, I see them quite far from now. Like it will take some. That industry is quite hurt.
Yeah.
So what you get now is like a bit smaller venues, like 5,000, 4,000 people.
Self-seaters,
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I mean, hopefully one day, we all want to see it go back to the way it was,
Yeah,
but
of course.
and maybe it will, and maybe it will be smaller venues,
Yeah.
and maybe there'll be more just traveling minstrels traveling around like yourselves. Just,
Yeah, it's like I've been seeing like a couple of artists before I came here. So actually 2 days before I fly to Panama, I went to we have a friend of mine that is from Norway. He has a blues band, and he's like, hey, I'm bringing Mike Cito to play here in a club.
Yeah.
Mike Cito, the blues guitar. I like blues guitar from the US, and I'm like,
Okay.
oh, that guy is a real deal. I go in there and talk to him, And I was talking to him. He's like, yeah, well, we're doing this. We're doing smaller venues now,
Yep.
but we do more. Then you have to work a little more, no, right? So I think that's probably what a lot of people will do. I think they will go smaller and
Yeah.
try to do more.
Yeah, I mean, and it may be. A lot of artists have said that they love the smaller venues, the more intimacy, the being able to see everybody and being able to feel the energy instead of being in a giant stadium and being so far removed from the real reality of what's going on.
I
out
mean,
there.
yeah, like especially because the stage is probably up to 2 meters high, right?
Yeah.
So starting from that, like it is
Yeah.
different. Production.
Yeah, you quite often feel removed, especially if you're
Yeah.
using in-ear monitors.
Yeah, you don't
and-
hear anything else.
Yeah. We're gonna get back to more of this discussion. We're gonna get back to music calendar right now and just find out who's playing live. That show is called Live in Boquete, folks. You're on 103.3 FM Radio Cherokee. My name is Scott, and here we go. We're gonna rehash again the music calendar. Today, you were saying something big's going
Yes.
on.
Okay, today I'm playing in Tapao solo
All right.
today from 5 to 7.
5 to 7, Adam
Yes.
Reach.
From 6 to 8, 6:45, something like that. That's around the bed.
Yeah.
Dario and Adis are playing in the Cantina in Valle Escondido.
Excellent, and they are a great sounding duo. People, get out and check them out.
Tonight, from that's the band from 8:30.
Yes.
That is the Adam Rich band with Ricky Mendez from 33 playing in the Boquete Brewing Company.
Boquete Brewing Company, and that's tonight.
That's tonight.
Okay,
So
well,
we have 3 shows going on.
you're a busy man.
I have 2 though, the 3, but I mean,
Yeah.
you have 3
Yeah.
shows going on right now,
Yeah.
so it's no excuse. Just pick one and go and
Pick
support.
one. There's no get out and support live music, people, because the arts are where it's at.
We have corn dogs in Tapao.
It's not just about the art;
I
it's
want-
about the corn
I
dogs.
want one myself.
They are good.
Yeah,
Give me a gallon of chocolate milk and half a dozen corn dogs, and I'm a happy boy. Tonight at Mike's Global Grill for his last performance in Boquete, folks, before he heads stateside for a while. Gary Mendoza brings his boogie woogie and blues style to Mike's. If you're into boogie woogie and love the blues, check him out. Gary's there at 6 p.m. tonight. And it's, of course, as Adam said, none other than Adam's band rocking the Boquete Brewing Company tonight from 8:30 p.m. to 11. Trust me, get down there early or reserve a table. Reservations available. Phone 6815-4453. That is the Boquete Brewing Company from 8:30 to 11. Get there early to get good seats for this. Trust me on this one. Also, tomorrow at Boquete Brewing Company, March 12th, we have Le Tribu. Is that
La
right?
Tribu.
Good.
That's 3. Almost there. Yeah.
Excellent. Playing at the Boquete Brewing Company. Gracing us with a local stop on this tour. They're en route through Costa Rica and on to Mexico as they represent Panama at the famous Viva Latino Rock Festival there in Mexico. This group hails from Ganeala, Panama, and are well known for blending indigenous instruments with rock and roll. So, I mean, that sounds cool just talking about it. It's ethnofusion at its best, folks. So go check them out. That's Boquete Brewing Company tomorrow night from 9 p.m. to 11. Reserve your good seats, 6815-4453. Also, tomorrow, live at Tap Out from 4 to 6, James Kent and his new gypsy swing band called Hot Club to Boquete. He's playing kind of a Django Reinhardt, almost tribute, lots of stuff on that level. Gypsy Swing. So they're playing it live from 4 to 6 at Tap Out. So you might want to check that out. I am also at myself, Scotty. I'm playing at Mesa Azul tomorrow night from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Sunday, March 13th at the Boquete Brewing Company. Vertigo is playing rock and roll for you there on Sunday Fun Day. That's from 6 to 9 p.m.
And we have at Tapao 1 to 3
Excellent.
the Adam Rich Trio.
Okay.
That's a fun group to watch.
What kind of feel is this?
It's Latino,
Yeah.
We even take some Rolling Stone, but it's a conga,
Nice.
So you go a little bit to this Latino feeling.
You
know?
bet. Yep. So is it safe to say it's got some rock and roll blendings with some Latino
Yeah,
rhythms to it?
That's the idea. Yeah.
That sounds awesome. Okay. Also, Valdez Candido, Adhi, and Dario are playing.
That's today.
That's today. They're playing today. So
6:45.
6:45. Get out and see them. Now let's fast forward to St. Patrick's Day.
Oh yes.
Lots going on there. You and your band are playing during the day at Mike's Global
Mine's
Grill.
gonna get 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Doing an early gig.
And that's your full band.
Yes, the full
So
band.
you're rocking it out at Mike's Global Grill.
That's the full band. Yeah. We
Wonderful.
have
Get down and see them there during the day. Tap Out. Excuse me, Tap Out has also a St. Patrick's Day Bash going on starting at noon. Green beer, Guinness stew, potato soup, corned beef, and cabbage. And I will be, I'm throwing some Irish songs in. I'm doing a smattering of Irish classics, along with some Irish rock by Van Morrison and U2 and other artists. So I'm doing the day shift, but I'm really warming you up for Adam Reach. He's playing later that night. You start at?
Yeah, it's at 7.
Wonderful.
7.
And you'll be doing that's a solo show, correct?
Yes. We're
Okay.
gonna be green.
And we're going to be green.
Yes.
Well, as Kermit the Frog said, it's not easy being green, but everybody wants to be green on St. Patrick's Day. They drink green beer. They wear an article of green clothing. It's all about the wearing of the green, people. So catch Adam at one or both shows in the afternoon and the evening. And last but not least, don't miss out on the weekly Boquete's Drum Circle at the Stone Cabins. That's every Wednesday from 4 to 6 p.m. Use your own percussion or use a house loaners. The rhythms are on it, people. You got to let it out. They're in you. I think we want to hear one more song. We want to hear the title track.
Yes.
And I think we're ready to hear that now. Let's do it.
Hoy quiero tocar tu piel. Hoy quiero sentirte más que ayer y saber que no regresarás para ver todo lo que das. Hoy quiero tomar tu mano y pensar, porque ya no estás, pero al fin te seguiré extrañando, pero al fin no regresarás. Siempre la misma historia que viene y va. Siempre la misma historia. Sé que esta vez no regresarás. Hoy quiero mirar tus ojos y volar a otro lugar y gritar, te estoy extrañando y por si no pueda continuar. Siempre la misma historia que viene y va. Siempre la misma historia. Sé que esta vez no regresará.
Okay, as I mentioned before, that is Adam Reach, and he'll be rocking the Boquete Brewing Company tonight with his band, and later on in the week on St. Paddy's Day, and at various other venues all over the place.
Yes, basically, yeah, the brewery,
Yeah.
Mike's, and Tap Out. For sure.
Okay, there
And
we
being
go.
Tap Out, yeah.
Can you tell us? I mean, that was No Grocereros. That
No
was the
Regresarás, yes.
that was the title track of this album. When did this come out?
Okay, No Regresarás. It's an
Yeah.
old song I have. This
Yeah.
songs I probably did it 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I always been like trying to record it and never came the way that I wanted, right? So I like finally did it, and like, that's the name of the title because it's the song that has been pushing the rest, right?
Yeah.
So she deserves to be in a spot. So No Regresarás is a simple song. It's a love song. It's about missing somebody that you think it would come back,
Right.
So it's straightforward. Nothing. It's no philosophy on it. It's just pure.
Is that what are you going to do a bit of that now for us, or what are you going to do?
I'm gonna do actually Wait Here.
Okay. You see my guitar. All right.
This song is called Wait Here.
Somewhere in between reality and my dreams, you're coming down
Like a firefly.
to save me from all this madness around.
Your lies like the stars and the night sky.
And you say, lay here, just lay here. Tomorrow be
A better day.
and you say, wait here, just wait here. Like the sun, I'll be with you. Somewhere in between my feelings and my skin, I can see you and the morning light. You give me all I need to stand on my feet. You are the one that made this a paradise. And you say, lay here, just lay here. Tomorrow be a better day. And you say, wait here, just wait here. Like the sun, I'll be with you. And you say, lay here, just lay here. Tomorrow be a better day. And you say, wait here, just wait here. Like the sun, I'll be with you.
Muy bonita.
Thank
That
you.
much I can say. Adam, that was beautiful. Let me know if you want to use any of my acoustic guitars for your unplugged shows.
Oh, thank
All
you.
right? I would gladly love to hear you play
I
them.
didn't. I travel light.
I know you do. Yeah.
I actually had to give a shout out to Dario. You know.
Oh, right.
Dario borrowed me his beautiful Telecaster.
Yes, he did. I saw you
He's a
playing
nice
that
guy.
the other day. Beautiful. Well, thank you for coming in today and giving me a chance to get to know you better, and giving our listeners a chance to get to know you better and about your history and where you came from. And your music is beautiful, and I'm sure everybody will come out and catch you before you. One more time, you're here until
22.
and until 22nd. You're going back to Norway.
Thank you so much for the invitation. man.
It was
a lot of fun.
a very much a pleasure. I love my job here. I get to meet people like yourself, and you worked with John Mayer. So I'm never gonna get over that now. So anyway, once again, a shout out to our sponsors. We'd like to thank Big Daddy's, home of the Boom Boom Sauce. I love Big Daddy's. Great prices, great food there, and really killer margaritas. I can personally testify to that. We also like to thank Chris and the people at Tap Out. I call it the biggest live venue because it's a large venue. It's partially outside, partially covered. So even when rainy season starts coming on us in a few weeks, you can still be underneath the cover and still hear great music outside because it doesn't really get cold
And
here.
also a fire pit.
Exactly, and they've got the fire pit there. Yeah, you betcha. That's nice and warm. So yeah, they've got the room for social distancing and to do whatever you want. You can play pool, you can play ping pong, you can enjoy the music, you can get away from the music. Tap Out's plenty big enough for everybody. Anyway, my name is Scotty, a local musician. Thanks for listening to Live in Boquete this week. Every Friday at 10 a.m. on 103.3. I come down here and we meet local musicians, we talk music, and we talk about where everybody's playing and all about the scene here in Boquete and other subjects as well. So that happens every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Here on 103.3 Radio Cherokee. And you can also catch clips of our show on YouTube as well. If you just Google Live in Boquete, Radio Cherokee 103.3, you'll find clips of it there, so you'll get to see how exciting we are just sitting here talking. but you can also hear us too. So thank you for listening. Thank you for coming down, and hopefully you'll stay in touch with us just to catch up on local events. And once again, thank you.